minutes ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. For Nick Chubb on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
They go with Chubb on second down. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On third and one, here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. To throw again. Haskins. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good catch there by Eric Ebron, and the Steelers are hoping that they see the 2018 version of this young man. 66 catch, 750 yards, and 13 touchdowns. And that was good enough for second in the league with the Indianapolis Colts. The Steelers like to throw to the tight end. They hope Ebron is the guy.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Steelers.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. Ebron caught left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? There was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
The Browns D locked in on third down. Brings up fourth.
To the sideline and incomplete.
So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. They're spotted at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked so well. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Mayfield. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Play fake. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
36-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins steps away to his left. And it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Mayfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
At the 4-yard line.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
That's Ryan brought it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Cody Parkey lining
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start with a give to counter. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
There's James Conner showing his versatility with a nice reception and 1st down pickup out of the backfield. 3 years into his pro career, though, he hasn't played a full season, so they want to see durability increase for him. But during his Pro Bowl year in 2018, that's when he showed everything. 55 catches that year, only 34 in 2019. They're hoping those numbers continue to climb for James Conner.
2nd and a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a 1st. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Buying time to his left. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the 1st.
Good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Haskins. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
At the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Haskins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Haskins. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Steelers.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
4-yard line.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
That's the score. Steelers 10, Browns 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He's 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7 and the Browns 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it with Janovich. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on second down. Haskins, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Now Haskins on first down. Connection made with Chenault. Powering his way forward. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, Haskins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. But now it's 3rd and goal.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On second down, Connor looking for space. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Haskins will throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, Haskins. Forced out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A run for Nick Chubb. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up second and
from the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with third and 1.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Mayfield on third and 2. It's caught. Nelson.
Mayfield.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those like mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Mayfield to throw it this time. They set up the screen to Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's 3rd and goal now from the 9. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 84 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. The 40, 30, 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Parkey with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. Ebron caught left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Connor, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
third down. Here's Haskins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now, Haskins on first down, escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford. It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Benny Snell, the intended receiver that time, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw again, Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
A 32-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is. Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
Terrell Edmonds.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And again, it's Chubb. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Lets it go for Nelson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
B.J. Goodson there on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He'll get that one complete to Connor. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll toss this out right for Connor. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, a run with Connor. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
3rd and 5.
They go play action now. Haskins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Back to the air, Haskins after the pick 6. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here we go with Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They run it again with Chubb. Fights him off. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter. Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there? You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game. What year was that? 1978. I think it was in November. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half. And